Those tires right there, they're no good. Let me tell you about it. Hold on. Hey guys, it's Dan with Adventure Day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Be sure to like, share with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe so you can catch all my new videos coming out later on this year. Anyway, if you remember from the video that I put out a couple months ago talking about these Continental CrossContact LX25's, are brand new tires from Continental, replacing a tire, the LX20's, that have been out for, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, which were great tires. And the one knock on those tires was wet weather performance, kind of like what we're having here today. So they really spent a lot of time working on that aspect to improve the LX25's with wet weather performance. That's rain and snow. And they did it. They nailed it. They did a great job. I did a lot of research when I went looking for these tires to replace the Hankooks that came on this 2018 Expedition, which, you know, were pretty decent tires. I see why Ford puts tires like that on their cars from the get-go, because they're quiet and they ride really good, but they were terrible and they're wet. And so, of course, the big improvement for the LX25's was they focused on the wet weather conditions. So that's one of the reasons why I was drawn to these tires. But the other reasons why I liked them were the thoughts around the grip, the ride, and everything like that. But the big knock that I have with these tires, and other people have had now that I've purchased these, and you're starting to get some reviews coming in on them, is the road noise is absolutely horrible. There's a horrible humming noise that starts up at about 15 or 20 miles per hour, and it gets really annoying between 30 and 50 miles per hour. So bad that it's making me dislike this Expedition. I mean, I like the truck, but I just don't want to drive it that much anymore because it's just so loud. So anyway, let's talk about these tires for just a couple of quick minutes, and I'll show you what I'm doing to fix the problem. So back to the tires. So I'm going to put some pictures up here because it'll be a little bit easier to see in a photo rather than video. But Continental gives you these boxes right here on the outside and the inside of the tread. And these are Treadwear indicator bars that are designed to wear down in the first couple thousand miles that they get put on the tires, so that if you've got a Treadwear wear problem, if it's not wearing evenly, it means the tire's out of the vehicle's out of alignment, and it'll let you know early on in owning the tires that you've got a wear problem that's occurring, and you can get it addressed so you don't just waste a bunch of money on brand new tires because your vehicle was out of alignment. Really, really smart. Well, these boxes prove that my vehicle is in alignment, and so all 4 tires are the same way. I mean, they're wearing very, very evenly. The tires, if you put your hands on them and rub around, everything is very smooth, and there's no just weird wearing of the tire or anything like that. I mean, it's just very, very consistent. I've got about 2,000 miles on these tires since I bought them a couple months ago. The only thing I can think of is just the rubber on these tires is very, very hard. The tires come with, I think it's a 70,000 mile Treadwear warranty, which I know I would never hit. But they, in order to get that kind of a Treadwear rating, the rubber has to be really hard to make it that far. You can't, have a real soft rubber and expect to get thousands and thousands and thousands of miles out of your tires. So that's how they've done it, with the sacrifice to a humming sound that not just me, but many other people have reported. So if you go to Tire Rack, which is not where I purchased these tires, but if you go to Tire Rack, the people that are complaining about the tires are complaining about road noise. And so if, when Ford redesigned this Expedition, I mean, they just did an amazing job. It is an extremely quiet, smooth riding vehicle. I mean, go test drive one if you don't believe me. I mean, they are just amazing. And if you didn't know it was a Ford, you might guess that it's a Mercedes or an Audi or something like that. Lexus. It is a very, very smooth, quiet, serene riding vehicle on the road. I mean, it's just a great road trip vehicle. So with these tires making this noise, it really detracts from the design of the truck. They'd be okay like on a vehicle that wasn't designed to be so quiet, or maybe an older SUV that's not quite as quiet. But in a vehicle like this, it just doesn't work. The Hankooks were great. They were very, very quiet tires. They just were terrible in the snow and the rain. which is why, again, I wanted to get some new tires, and the Treadwear was starting to wear down on them. So the people that I bought my tires from were nice enough to do a free exchange for me, and this is what I went with. If you can recognize this from the tread pattern, some of you might know because it's pretty unique out there. These tires are Pirellis, and so they are the Scorpion, if you can read this, the Scorpion Verde All Seasons. And I've had these tires before. These tires came on an SUV that I had a couple years ago that was an all-wheel drive vehicle. I couldn't control front wheel or rear wheel drive. And they were great tires. I know that on this vehicle, I'm probably going to get around 30 to 35,000 miles out of these tires, which it's not bad, right? 35,000 miles on a 6,000 pound vehicle, not too bad. The advantage these tires have over the Hankooks is that I know they're going to do really good in the snow. So this is going to be the outside of the tire, and you've got these solid pieces of rubber that go all the way around the tire, and they help block the sound, but they also help provide some good straight line performance and so forth. A nice smooth ride. But there's lots of zigzags and sipes, and the tread blocks design on here really enhances wet weather performance, and the big wide lateral grooves also help against hydroplaning. So I know these are going to be great tires. I had them before, had great success with them. You know, I know they're not going to last as long as what those Continentals will, but I know these are going to be quiet because they were quiet in that truck that we had before. They were, I mean, you couldn't even hear them. So I'm excited about that. These are getting installed tomorrow. You know, back to the Continentals real quick. You know, when we got these tires, one of the big reasons why I needed to get new tires was because we were going to Colorado, and those Hankooks, the Treadwear was getting worn down, and they were also not, like I said, not good in the snow. And so I got to tell you, Continental nailed it, like I said earlier, with the wet and the snow performance. I mean, there were times when we were maybe, well, one morning, for example, I remember there was about 8 or 10 inches of snow on the ground. We were going skiing, and by the time we got to the ski resort up in the mountains, it was minus 15 degrees. We got there early in the morning. The roads had barely been treated or plowed, and we were just cruising through like it was no big deal. So compliment to Continental for designing really good tires that work almost as well as a dedicated winter tire, but at the sacrifice of really bad road noise. And so I did reach out to Continental twice. I never heard back from them, unfortunately. So then I reached out to the people that I bought those tires from, and I explained to them what was happening, and without hesitation, they offered to exchange the tires for me. So like I say, the Pirellis are going on tomorrow. I'll have a report for y'all on those after I get a few thousand miles on them, but I expect really good performance and results. But if you have any questions on these tires, please comment below. I'll answer anything I can to try to help anybody out that's looking to purchase tires for their SUV or, you know, specifically their Expedition. But thanks for being here today. Please like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe, and we will see y'all real soon, okay? Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.